Hi, my name is Heather. I'm a San Diego-based yoga teacher that specializes in Vinyasa and Tantra yoga. Today, I'm going to share my tips to create your own meditation altar at home for wherever you plan to practice in your house. To start, find any card decks that you might have at home. I have the Moon deck and a Magdalene Oracle deck. If you have Palo Santo or Sage for smudging, you'll want to include that as well. If you have any special items, like I have this beautiful little elephant with a mini elephant carved into it from India that my meditation teacher gave me, include those also. If you have a singing bowl, this is a Tibetan singing bowl, I can play it for you to see. Any stones or crystals you can place around you off into the altar. A candle is great for helping to focus your attention. Here I have a Chesapeake Bay Candle, Peace and Tranquility. This is one of my favorite scents from one of their new Mind Body Wellness collections. It's cashmere and jasmine. So I always light a candle for my practice. And then a phone, which you can use to set a timer so that you can really let go and relax for the amount of time that you would like to meditate for. So once I have everything set up here for the cards, I have one that's still a deck, so I'm going to go ahead and shuffle that. They say that you sync with your own decks, so if I'm ever pulling cards for anyone, I'm the one that usually shuffles it, and obviously over time I get more and more synced with my decks. So I'll fan this one out to the side over here. And then before pulling any cards, I like to smudge the area. So I'll take my smaller sage stick over here and I'll use this Chesapeake Bay candle to light it and get some good smoke going. And you'll want to allow the sage to be lit until it actually starts smoking. So you really have to get the whole end of the bundle to burn. And you'll see smoke is starting to come out. And then I always wave that over into my heart, into my root chakra, my first and second chakras, and then over the crown of my head. And then I'll take the sage and clear the entire space so that you can clear out any energy from before this meditation session. Cleanse all of your crystals. And enter into the space with a nice clear energy. And then you can use just a shell or something to catch the ashes if your sage stick is still burning. And then our singing bowl can come in handy. You'll place that down in front of you. And then you might want to test out, if you have a singing bowl, which hand makes a better sound and better contact with the bowl. Since I am a lefty, I tend to play a little more strongly with my left hand. So I'll hit it once just to wake it up. And with my opposite hand, I'll bring my index finger and thumb together to touch for Gya Mudra. And then I'll wake up the singing bowl by just giving it a little tap. And then just slowly move the wand around the edge of the bowl. Maybe I'll close my eyes, feel the vibration. Sit back nice and tall. I also have a nice meditation pillow here. So this is great. Juan got this for me for my birthday. It's made for meditation, so it's a nice round seat. It's refillable so that when the natural materials inside wear out, we can fill it back up. But this is great because it just lifts your hips a little bit and allows your legs to really relax and sink into the earth for your meditation. So just before I meditate and set that timer, I'm going to go ahead and pick a card. You can either just close your eyes and wave your hands over the cards, see what feels right for you. Or if you have a pendulum, you can use one of those. I have a tiger's eye pendulum here. But for today's video, I'll just go ahead and use my hands to feel out the cards and see what feels right for my card pull today. Cool. And I just got this card yesterday. It's Serendipity. And both of my decks do have books where I can read more about those cards, but I'll just set that out in front of me for the meditation. And then we'll pull one from the Moon deck. I craft my core desires with certainty and ease. Beautiful. I love the illustrations on both of these decks. And from here, I'm just going to set the cards down. Maybe if one or the other resonates, I'm going to meditate on that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and set my timer for however long I'd like to meditate. Usually I start with 10 minutes in a normal day. I try to meditate first thing in the morning. But 10 minutes usually is a good amount of time to just sink in, allow myself to either meditate on that mantra or just on quieting the mind. So you can go to the timer on your phone, set it 10 minutes, have a nice gentle sound wake you back up from that meditation. And one other option for meditating, if you don't like the idea of setting a timer, is to use a mala. Take my mala off, and then the mala contains 108 beads, which is a spiritually significant number. And I might use one of the mantras from the cards, or if I have another mantra that I've been using lately, I could always use that. And the beautiful thing about a mala and using mantras, which mantra just means to pierce the mind through that repetition, through repeating your phrase, is that it keeps meditation really simple. With just a timer and keeping your mind quiet, it can get a little frustrating. You start hearing the monkey mind, the monkey chatter, but with a mala, your mind is really focused on the beads as well as the mantra. So let's say our mantra right now is, I am in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. You would start on your first bead. Usually there's some sort of marker bead at the very bottom. This one is a nice little silver tree disc. So you'll start with that, and then you'll say the mantra with closed eyes on each of the beads until you get all the way around. And depending on how quickly or slowly you can go, this is taking me anywhere from 8 minutes to 12 minutes, 15 minutes. So just take your time and really allow yourself to focus on the bead that you're holding between your hands, as well as the mantra that you're saying throughout until it really rings true for you. And for a mantra, you can keep that for one meditation, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. You can hold on to that mantra and use it as long as it's needed until you feel that you are through that mantra and ready for a new one. I hope you enjoy these tips on how you can create your own meditation altar at home. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them and I'll get back to you. And of course, give the video a thumbs up if you enjoy the information. And don't forget to subscribe so that you find out when new videos are added related to yoga, wellness, and living your best life. Namaste.